Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 2 of the Navit Files. We'll start off with the most important topic first. Erin, tell us what you did for yourself today.
Yay! This is such a good one. Okay, so I went and I got myself a really good espresso this morning after I dropped the kid off
I
at
love
the
that.
bus because I love the taste of really good espresso. So
And you live in Seattle, so I feel like you're a total coffee snob.
I am.
Like you don't
But
go to
I do decaf.
Starbucks, right?
People
Oh,
judge.
that's good.
Yeah, but I love it. It's better for everyone that if I'm not too caffeinated. So decaf still tastes great.
Directly related to me, yes, it is
Yeah,
way
it's better
better
for
if you're not
Maya Monell if
caffeinated.
Erin Papworth isn't too caffeinated.
I feel like I should put out like a PSA to all of the baristas in
Yeah.
the local Seattle area.
Watch out for this one.
Yeah, it's like, do not feed caffeine.
Decaf only. At least give me decaf.
Yeah,
I would also be miserable if I didn't have decaf.
I love it. I love it.
What did you do for yourself today?
What did I do? I woke up early and got to the gym. It
Yay.
was great. So that was like half of my answer. And then my second answer was I have found a space to work from in town. And it was like the first day where I like got there and got work done. You know,
Oh,
it kind of takes a
awesome.
few days to like,
Totally.
I was working from home a little bit. I was dealing with like some home ownership stuff. I was not there. But
Yeah.
today I was there and it felt great.
Did it feel productive? Like it's a good space?
It's a really good space. And
Oh,
it's like nice. It's a brand new building. It was awesome.
oh, that
I'm
feels
really
so
pleased.
good.
I
Yay.
know.
Remote work and you found your spot. That's key.
I know it's great. So Erin, I want to know, what do you wonder from our navigators today?
Oh, so I wonder how our navigators feel about an emergency fund. A, do they know about it? B, how do they think about it? Is it their cash reserves? Is it like hashtag credit card and a LOL? Or, what does an emergency fund look like for our navigators?
Yeah, I wonder that too. I think for some people, like for instance, I've always had just like a reserved savings account that I know is not like
Okay.
growing in interest and it's pointless to have it. But at the same time, like what if I'm in an accident that my insurance doesn't cover tomorrow and like I can't liquefy stocks and other assets that quickly? Like I have to be able to engage that immediate fund. And
Totally.
also like when you take stocks out or when you do liquefy different types of assets, like capital gains is
Yeah,
real. Like you need
exactly.
alternative ways to pay for things like
Yeah,
taxes. And
yeah.
I think like the new age fintech financial landscape like kind of neglects to remind users of that.
That you get
Robo advisor
taxed
is
when
so
you take,
real.
yes. Okay, so we can tell everyone, by the way, you get taxed when you take out any money out of the stock market.
Yeah,
Unless
and people
it's
don't know that.
unless it's Roth IRA, that's a whole, but you do too. But yeah, anytime you pull out, they look at it as the IRS looks at it as a capital gain, which means you made money, which is part of your income. Boo.
Which is so effed up. like
Honestly,
your money. Anyway.
yeah.
Some days I have like, have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yes.
Some days I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm going to say this to everybody listening to the show.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not that embarrassed. I feel like Ron Swanson. Like, I feel like,
Oh God.
especially when we are approaching the end of the year or approaching tax season, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need these services that the government quasi provides for me. And maybe this is the San Franciscan in me too. I'm like, what are they really providing for the level of taxes that I
This
pay?
is why we balance each other out because I'm the little bit of the bleeding heart liberal is like, yeah, I like good roads. I will pay a certain
Really
amount. I just don't want to pay that much. Like, come on, people. Like, you don't need that much. I will pay something, but not that much.
I completely agree. And so for all of you wondering, that was also going to be our financial topic for the day.
Yay!
So learn more about emergency funds on Navit's blog. You can subscribe to the app, which would be awesome. It's a free beta version. Look out for new features soon in December. We're really excited to explore the different ways people want to be saving and engaging in different markets.
And you can set up an emergency fund, a savings fund on Navit. We're going to launch a deposit account soon, so you can just stash that cash. I think we should always say the rule of thumb. We love these at Navit. The rule of thumb to have in your emergency fund. So that means accessible cash. I'm a big fan of like money markets that you can, get a little bit higher interest on, just to be my emergency fund. So you get, sometimes you can get 2.5, depends on. But you get a little bit of interest on it because it should just sit there. Yeah. But usually the rule of thumb is have 3 to 6 months of your fixed expenses in cash. So your rent or your mortgage and like basic food, car, all the things you really need to like live and survive. Wow. You don't have to put your party or your music event or whatever, but it's really just supposed to be if you like lose a job or you have some, like you just said, catastrophic event you can cover it immediately. Or the IRS gives you a bill that you were not expecting.
Which can really happen.
Yes.
And like I have some friends who did not know that was a thing and then did not have money to pay for it.
Right. And so
they were then just going to get taxed again for liquefying more assets.
No, it's a cycle.
This isn't how this works.
No. Actually, that's a good point. We should do one of these Navit files on quarterly tax payments when you're self-employed. People do not know about that. I didn't know about it until I was like, what? So you have to prepay your taxes. You basically loan money to the government. You estimate how much you're going to pay. Yeah. You have to pay it quarterly to the government. And if you don't get it right, they also give you a fine at the end.
It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. I'm talking to my tax guy tomorrow, so maybe I'll have some fun tax tips also for tomorrow.
Yes, great. That can be the next one or one of the next ones. Okay, Maya, my turn. I get to ask you. So what was the fun marketing focus of your day today?
Good question. I am working, as we're coming up on the end of the year, I'm working on our 2020 marketing roadmap and plan. And the literary major in me likes to write long form for all of our planning.
And the literary major in me loves to read it.
I know. But what I was reminded, I think often when, we're in this like crazy space of startup world and entrepreneurship and wearing many, many, many hats of a marketer in this kind of environment, I think I often forget that it's so important to remember the voice of the current navigator. So for instance, like finding new subscribers is just as important as retaining existing navigators, and like how we're going to effectively do that with the launch of all these sick features in 2020 is super exciting. And I think it's also like a way for us to remember that we want to be the brand that's your financial friend. Like you would never just create a friendship over like a transactional relationship. You'd actually like send them a birthday card and like reach out to them about like, how their goals and their progresses are going.
Right.
Just as you or I would do in any other context of our relationship. Totally. So that's what I'm trying to keep in mind.
Oh, that's
our
brilliant.
Marketing 2020.
Brilliant. Because also we love our we have such an amazing community of navigators that are early adopters in this world. And I think sometimes the business and especially investors push you on growth, and you just don't take the time to cultivate the wonderful people you already have in your ecosystem and our navigators.
Who want to be your advocates. I mean, that's the beauty of early adopters. Like these are people that want to see you succeed. Like they're not just in it for like a short term.
Yay. Yeah. So thank you all you early adopter navigators. Yes. We are your friend. We are going to develop our friendship.
Yes, exactly. And then let's close off with my maybe second favorite topic of these files is what's your real talk today, Erin?
Oh God. Okay. My real talk is that I'm going to get my period soon, and I did not want to do anything sitting up today. I wanted to be in bed on my computer researching, but I really didn't want, my body was mad at me for having to sit all day.
Did you get out of the house? Was that helpful?
I did my walk run around Green Lake, which was nice.
Huge.
But really it just wants to curl up and lay down, and I can work, but it doesn't want to be vertical.
Fair enough.
Hashtag real talk.
Hashtag real talk. I'm glad that I'm clean to follow up from your last real talk. I'm clean today. I showered. My teeth are brushed.
Yes.
Lunch.
I did too.
I think I'm going to be eating dinner. So I'm going to call it a win for the day.
So everyone, we're fed and happy. Look at that.
Yes. Until tomorrow. We'll see how we feel tomorrow.
Right. We'll see if this is clean again. Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, well, until tomorrow, navigators and fellow subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in for our second episode of the Navit Files. See you soon.
Thanks, guys.